Communication networks. Nets, roll call and repeaters. By Ron Trout, aka KK6QPP, WQXD723, WRYV681, Oscar 03. What is a net? The word net is short for network. Networks can be defined as groups of equipment, individuals, and/or agencies acting together to increase efficiency and effectiveness through shared information and resources. Ham radio operates nets during an emergency situation to capture, record, hold, and distribute information so that others may produce results, more effectively. The purpose of any net is to provide a means for orderly communication within a group of stations. In a directed net, a net control station, NCS, organizes and controls all activity. Directed nets are the best format when there are a large number of member stations, 1 to 45. Nets are either directed, formal, or undirected, informal or open. Types of nets. Directed nets. A directed net is formal, has a set of rules or net directives. All communications must go through net control. It has a specified person in charge, the net control station, NCS. The NCS will issue specific instructions on how she wants the net to run. A directed net is one in which it is necessary to obtain permission from the NCS before transmitting to other stations in the net. Directed nets are divided into two types, scheduled and emergency nets. Scheduled nets have fixed times, frequencies, and format. Emergencies are nearly always recognized and declared by agencies or authorities outside of the amateur radio service. There are many other kinds of nets. ARES nets, Amateur Radio Emergency System, ARES, nets are open to any licensed amateur radio operators. RACES nets, Radio Amateur Civil Emergency Service, nets. Club nets, most of the time, they are run as a directed net in a relaxed atmosphere. Emergency nets, emergency may be defined as an accident or crisis where people and/or property are in distress. Skywarn nets are usually run under the ARES flag. Tactical nets are used for real-time coordination of activities related to the emergency. Command nets are encountered in all large disasters or emergencies. Roll call. Practice net. The beginning of a directed net will start with a request for any emergency traffic, then announcements and bulletins of interest. Roll call will begin after the first steps just mentioned. During roll call, the net control operator will go down a list of call signs one at a time, announcing their geographical locations and give everyone a chance to check in. This will be the time for responding stations to announce additional items of interest such as conditions on the ground in their particular location, such as weather, power outages, road closures and more. This is considered a training exercise so that all participants can become familiar with how a directed net works and get comfortable with their radio equipment and radio etiquette. Participating and practicing in a directed net is an important training tool for when the day arrives that you will need these skills. During an emergency situation, a directed net will be used in this same manner as the practice net to send and receive critical information. Repeater system. A repeater will automatically retransmit your communication, increasing your range by a substantial distance. Also known as duplex. Simplex does not use a repeater and only works within line of sight. Tuolumne County 2-meter emergency practice net with roll call. Monday evening net at 8 p.m. on N6HUH repeater, 146.115, and Wednesday evening net at 8 p.m. W6FEJ repeater, 147.945. As you can see, the repeater system can reach many locations throughout Central California. With EchoLink, this reach is extended across the United States, and overseas as well. Communication Relay Network. This example shows how different types of radios can be used in a relay system to send and receive information during an emergency. Ham operators act as a relay station to communicate with GMRS, FRS and CB radios operators. They can transfer critical information up the system using the emergency practice net methods and protocols. How to learn more. TCARES. Tuolumne County Amateur Radio and Electronics Society. https://tcares.net. American Radio Redoubt Radio Operators Network, www.amron.com. AMRON is a network of preppers, patriots, and redoubters who have volunteered to use their communications equipment to keep each other connected when other means of communications, aka comms or commo, are unavailable or unreliable. Communication